Dark. Maru. Creative. DRG. herO. Most competitive, 1 versus 1 game. Africa TV Freak Up Studio Live. GSL Season 1, Code S.
We're back. Hello, everybody. It's time to go into the 4th best of 3. And we got to have a longer one than that last one. That was a insanely quick series. Dark 2-0 in DRG. I barely had time to process it, Artosis.
I know. It would be hard to be faster than that, but you know what? I believe in herO.
I mean, you know, again, big picture here, guys. Maru's 0-3 in the group. herO's a very scary opponent to go against, but he's down 1-2 now.
You know what? If he 2-0s and then... I wish that score screen stayed up another moment, but if Maru 2-0s and the person third place goes 0-2, there might be a chance for him still? Wait, but is...
No, I think it's impossible.
Oh, third place is DRG, I think, which beat Maru, so I think
you could
DRG
be
might be
0-3. You could be
tiebreak.
0-3 right now and then get third no matter what.
What?
Oh no, I guess you're right. I keep thinking it only matters the scores.
It's points first, right? So
yeah. No, I keep doing this, right? I'm like, it just matters who wins the best of 3.
I believe third place is DRG right now, so I think he would win the tiebreak on the fact that he beat Maru. Unless there could be like a 3-way tie in there.
Yeah, there's a high likelihood we have a tiebreaker tonight, guys.
Yeah, there's definitely a chance. That would be kind of cool if we get down to all the way down the tiebreakers to the best of ones.
I would welcome it. We're going to go to Hardwire for map 1, Berlingrad for map 2, Guttering Ashes for map 3. Maru's been just down and out. He's not able to get wins. Not a week ago, not today. herO's looking strong, but he's been struggling as well. Let's see what happens when they duke it out now here in Group B.
'22 GSL Season 1. Onside Gaming, Maru. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, herO.
All right. See what these guys are bringing for this match. Very, very important for herO right now.
Yeah, herO still has skin in the game. You're probably right, Artosis. I mean, Maru has not... He's lost series, but he's won games inside of those, and that is a factor that builds into the, you know, whether or not you can advance or not. But, you know, a lot to fight for here for both of these guys.
Yeah, he's only on -3. Oh my god. The last Jin Green Wings member.
So we've got Maru's SCV headed up here northbound. And, I mean, when herO is playing, you never really know what you're going to get. You know, with SOS gone, Harding, you know, in the military right now, he is, you know, on the furthest on the spectrum of kind of insane plays, creativity, alternative play style, stuff like that.
Now look at this stasis.
Yeah.
Maru's scouting the double gas. herO brings down the probe. Stargate does get started.
Nexus after that.
Factory here for Maru. Where's herO going over here?
Yeah, it looks like he's just checking for anything sneaky. The Reaper's going to spot it. and killed off pretty easily.
I'd be pretty happy to get that kill.
Yeah, well, you know, start to make them guess about what's going on down there at the bottom.
Reaper coming up, being met by the Adept. You know, I understand the Reaper going at a fixed speed because it has, like, boosters.
Because it's an RTS game.
Well, I'm talking lore-wise tastes.
Yeah.
Why'd all the Marines and Marauders walk in lockstep? That's what I want to know. What
Yeah,
about
that's
a
a good
Marine
point.
that's just in better shape? Like, can't he just move faster? I know that
I
it's like
think-
robot-powered limbs to a certain degree, but if you stim and go faster, why couldn't you just go faster on your own?
I feel like what we need is a Marine that runs out of his breath. It would be a lot funnier. You see him running, being chased as he retreats, and he just starts panting and slows down and accepts his death.
To be fair, that's stuff like that I always have hated in RTS games, where they, like, the troops become demoralized or something, like, fight less well. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I don't even want to play this game. It's like I have to figure out troop morale. Like,
I gotta
my
worry
troops
about
will
their
never
happiness.
Yeah.
How is? Yeah. Imagine playing chess and you try to open up. It's like your pawns are depressed. I'm like, what?
Yeah. The Oracle doing, like, okay on the first run. Doesn't take a lot of damage or anything. Some mines popping out now. Second Oracle is coming down. They boost out with those mines.
Yeah. 2 oracles with the 2 different spots. Let's see how fast Maru can react. Again, he's had kind of a rough day here. Ooh, goes for the weak one right there.
He's trying to be very careful with this Oracle. Maybe too careful.
What? All right. Like that, none of that's going to die?
Nothing.
Maybe easier for me to say because I know there's no mines there, but...
And a lot of units waiting for this. Does
Yeah.
switch where he's at. The Oracle's ready. Turn on and kill that off easily. Loops back in.
And this is just not doing anything for him. The Phoenix is actually going to finish momentarily here, so I think he can basically kill this. I mean, there's no way that the Widowmine can get away either.
It's all about getting the most energy out of the Oracles, I think. That's like all we saw there. And he, you know what? He sucks all the energy out. He doesn't get kills, but, you know, it's a medevac with 2 mines, and he tried his best, damn it.
He did. He gave it his all. But I'll tell you, man, a bad start for Maru. A really bad one. So the 3rd Nexus comes down, and growth-wise, this looks pretty par for the course. herO's going to come down, and, you know, there's a Widowmine just over there. I don't know if it's going to be a back. Oh, he's gaming.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of Oracle energy. If he did, I feel like he could do a lot of damage here, but as is, I don't think he can really do any. When Blink finishes, that can change, but Blink only a little over halfway done right now. Really? No.
Well, he sees the Raven.
Yeah, good intel. I think these Oracles, just for the most part, going to be doing scouting from here on out.
Well, you know, he's just going to sit here and watch. He sees all the barracks. He sees the development, including high tech, you know. And so basically he just wants to set up and try to make a comp that can resist this push that's going to be coming out soon.
Now, more gates are coming up. Blink is just about to finish, but Maru is hitting everything right now. Medevac's coming out, Stim, Combat Shields +1, all very close to finishing. 3rd Command Center does get started, but normally we do see a push out at this time.
And he's going to blink right in here into the main. This is a great pin. And he's going to stop Combat Shields.
Wow.
That's huge. Stim, unfortunately, does finish for him. But
he gets
Maru
rid of-
sets up with a trap over here.
Yeah, very important trap, I think. And, misses it with that mine, unfortunately. He kills a few Stalkers, but I think that was very good for herO. Getting rid of Combat Shields and 2 reactors is pretty amazing.
And we just saw the units lost tab. He only lost 1 Stalker back there.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was actually...
Really?
I thought it was more, yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought he lost 2 to 3.
No, yeah, in my head, even I think before the attack even happened, I thought that too. I'm like, oh, I've seen this before, but that's pretty big, man.
Yeah, Yeah, very, very well done. Oracles continue to get some good intel here. Does lose one right there. Taking the 4th base during all of this.
And now he's going to be pushing down here.
Yeah, definitely wants to turn around right there. This is where Maru is starting to peak up with a little bit of power in his army. Whittles down a couple Zealots instantaneously there.
And I mean, it's a tough game here for Maru. I mean, he's doing a good job with powering up here. But keep in mind, we had herO in games before kind of play this pressing Protoss style where he's like kind of ready to counterattack always and everywhere. And he's just very interested in growth and development on his side of the map. Whereas a lot of the other Protosses would stay back and they would like sit there on Colossus or sit there on Templars. herO has much more of an engaged approach, and I think it's actually a lot harder to pull off, but I think in some ways it might be stronger. And so if you see them move out at all, he's like, all right, we're running right back in.
Yeah, I think map activity always has more potential, but is oftentimes quite a bit harder. Now, very damaged Prism going to go towards that main base of Maru. Maru picks up, goes into the main with 3 medevacs here. Ooh,
oh, man,
has the
auto turrets. Oh, I mean, he's got a real foothold over here now. Oh, and the Warp Prism's just wiped out.
Great targeting there from Maru. And herO will push everything back. Does get some of it unpowered, a little bit annoying. But I think he's still completely fine. Both of them deal a little bit of damage to each other, but their worker count's still very, very healthy. Double Colossi on the way. 3 Ghosts coming up for Maru.
And Maru's done some damage with that drop. He's in good shape. But teching and growth continues on the side of herO. He's got 2 Colossi coming out here. Thermal Lance on the way. Although he does seem to be behaving a little bit more in a traditional PvT style of just kind of sitting back and waiting. He doesn't have his army out there. I think the Stalkers aren't suiting him very well anymore. And Maru's going to come out looking for a fight. Yeah, those Stalkers instead are going to stay in the main in case there's an overextension. He can gun down medevacs.
Looks like he blinked down now. Going down the right side of the map a little bit, just checking what's there. There isn't anything right now. Probably has a recall prepared just in case. All right, Maru going in a couple different directions here. He's going towards the 4th base with part of his army. Now a boost towards the main with, I think, 3 medevacs again. Yeah, Raven in there as well. Let's see if we're going to get... Yeah, there's the recall that he saved up. But this is good play from Maru. Ooh, I like him leaving 2 mines there. That's really cool. Charge lock counterattack here at the 4th base.
Nicely done. Going to take out some SCVs, and there's nothing there to fix that problem right now. A little poke over here, not an uncommon one we see on this map. From Terran, by the way, these Zealots are still just coming through here. I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for that tank.
Yeah, just running away. I think buying time might be better than killing like a single tank here. If you commit on the tank, he probably clears you a lot quicker, but here it's just so annoying, and it gives herO a bit of breathing room. Look at this. herO's actually coming across the map with quite a few units right now.
And herO's looking to actually take a fight. Depot to buy a little bit of time here. Blinks forward, takes out the medevac. I can't believe that.
That's a bit wild. I'm actually surprised. I thought, like you said, he was looking for a fight. I didn't believe you. I thought he was going to come across, poke a little bit, and then back up and reinforce.
Well, I thought he was going to fight, but I didn't think he was going to blink in like that. In between 2 bases. I mean,
that was a rapid blink.
Yeah.
For sure. 4 Colossus now. Now this is a scary army.
Yeah, good kiting. Couple of Vikings here to chip away at the Colossi, but he's got to be careful. Stalkers can blink under that just like so.
And he's picking off the Vikings very, very quickly. A great armor shred in there as well, and it looks like Maru is going to be able to clean up this army very efficiently.
Yeah, he's had a rough group so far, but in this game, he's looking like the Maru of the past. Coming through here and destroying everything herO has. And I don't know how much more room there is in this game for herO to recuperate, and even the Vikings are going to land.
Well, he's just making Disruptor Stalker right now, which is, you know, it gives you a chance. You get a few big Disruptor hits, you have the Stalkers to punish, and obviously micro closer positions. So he's doing the right thing to try to fight back into this game, but definitely Maru has taken the lead.
Okay, he's going to come into the main now. Only 3 Stalkers here. That's certainly not enough to contest this. This is funny. He can kind of like wedge himself back here. Or not!
Yeah, there's a little doorway to get out right now.
Wow, he gets out. Barely loses anything. But the real push seems to be coming up over here on the side.
Dude, there's a lot of disruptors now, though. I think he has 6. There's 4 right there. Okay, nothing really here except a couple cannons and a battery. This Viking's not going to be very useful against nothing in the air. Yeah, okay, there's 5 disruptors right there. 2 more are about to pop.
Okay, great EMPs. Again, EMP not the greatest thing, though, in this fight.
Yeah. Very good engage, though, from Maru. Like, he's staying just out of disruptor range, so the actual power of herO's army can't connect. Comes in for a counter as herO went past. Now herO looks like he's starting to turn on. Okay, does a recall.
Oh my God! The greatest disruptor hit of all time, followed by the greatest blink.
Well, that's how you come back in a difficult position, PVT man.
Well, what if one disruptor shot hit their whole ground army? Is that how you do it?
Well, when there's 2 especially, Tasteless, it's pretty wild. All right, now herO pushing forward. They're tied up in army supply. He was definitely down by quite a bit before, but turn of fortunes is significant. Going to be able to pick off this command center. One of these mines who needs detection when you have disruptors.
Well, he's doing a really great job. He's backed up, and now he's going to back, like, you know, with the Colossus set up here, getting healthy tech.
Yeah, I like adding the Colossus. Yeah, more stable damage.
Yeah, he was on a roll with the unit comp he has now, but I think he needs to get back into a moment where he can like have it back and forth in the middle of the map and win.
Don't forget, he killed off all the Vikings that Maru had. So that's a perfect time to remake. Because then Maru's like, God, okay, now I'll make more Vikings. Or not, and that works for him too.
Hey!
No matter what happens, herO's in good space with that. All right, both of them with big economies, big upgrades. Now this flank, though, let's see how the disruptor hits go. Mostly hits his own zealots there. Okay, this one's good. Wow, very nice hits there. And just chasing Maru back now.
Okay, he's just gonna chip right through this and keep pushing down. One tank actually unsieged now. A little sloppy there.
There's a lot of mines. I like that from Maru.
Well, it's funny. You can see how much they have to bait out the disruptor shots, where these become sort of clearing weapons instead of actual, you know, splash damage on the main armies. He's going to just blink down onto this command center. That cannot be saved.
It's getting rough right now for Maru.
Dude, is Maru going to go like 0-4 in this group? This is kind of crazy.
He might. I don't think he's going to be able to get out even on a tie. Tasteless.
Yeah. Are we finding out that we're like just in like the first third of a Stephen King novel where like everything in the world is changing to be the opposite, you know?
It might be, but is creator the good guy or the bad guy?
That's a good question.
Yeah. It won't be revealed till the end.
Yeah. He's just going to, I think, circumvent this. He's not going to deal with this. He's going to go right down, around into the natural. And this is going to force this army to fight in the bottleneck.
Oh man, that is a scary army to try to go up and fight against.
So, I think Maru can't recover here if he can't find a place to win a fight, you know what I mean?
He needs like the ultimate arc, basically.
Yeah,
like from 360 degrees almost. This has no real chance of working.
Well,
there's just too many disruptor balls.
If you just look at the area that they were roaming through, it's like really not good for Terran fights. It's just boxy areas.
Yeah. Well, he comes up with some more units from behind, and he is starting to finally eliminate big chunks of the army. So he does end up. I mean, that was a very good clear, but he's taken a lot of damage. He still has a very healthy worker count overall at 61. But where's he mining from? He's got like 2 mining bases.
He has 2 command centers total.
Yeah.
If you look at the mini map, those are replacements.
hero's on 6 base.
Yeah.
herO, though, has like a garbage army right now. So I think, you know, Maru's last chance here is just going right now. He can't turn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
13 gate warping.
Well, this is one way to do it, right? I mean, even if you have just barely enough, you just keep warping that set in and letting it, you know.
It's like, how much supply are you down? 50? Okay, let me warp in 26 here. Now just wait a minute.
All right.
26 more. Here we go.
Give me
I'm
the
ahead.
Z key. I can't believe this. herO's just played so well. And again, there was a period where it looked like he was really going to lose this. So
yeah, well, the disruptor hits were just so strong. It's a great way to try to come back. Has to be really frustrating for Maru because he definitely was well ahead, and then a couple disruptor hits turned the game right around. These ults be cleaned up pretty well, pretty quickly. Maru floating a CC down, retaking his 3rd. Another 26 supply being warped in, as well as a couple disruptors.
What a back and forth game, man. It's been so crazy.
Maru's got a reasonable army here. He just EMP'd everything.
And these zealots don't have shields. I mean, they're going to melt a lot faster.
Look, you dodge the disruptor balls, suddenly that army's not so scary. Well, then those 2 come up.
All right, he's going to come in again. He sees where those mines are too.
Ooh, yeah.
Kind of a little bit of a misstep there. Like, I guess a mechanical mistake. He like thought he would target them and blow them up before they shot, but it didn't work out.
Good idea, though.
Yeah, yeah. Cool idea, bad execution. And it seems like herO might want to just attack into the same spot he hit before. This one just above the Terran's main. Nice snipe.
That is a lot of disruptors to try to attack into. Now, the Zealots all charge in that direction, so this might be a little bit of an opportunity. The weak part of the army is in the back near Maru. He targets down 1 disruptor, dodges 3 other shots, so that is it. 4 disruptors that aren't ready to shoot. This is the moment where he might be able to get an engage.
Yeah, well, he's got to the position he wants to fight in. The question now is, can Maru actually fend him off?
Dude,
I think he can.
Yeah. I mean, you waste your disruptor shots. That was a little bit of an amateur move, right? Shooting 3 all at once. Maru dodges them, and then suddenly you lose your army again. Now, he does kill 19 SCVs, so Maru's economy a bit hurt, but he's up 50% as far as army supply goes.
I mean, Maru's still hanging on, man. All the economic advantages that herO's carried for a big chunk of this game, he hasn't quite got to that tipping point. It looked like he was going to do it twice now, but then it didn't quite last.
Dude, he's taking the top left now. He's got 85 probes. His economy is just so superior.
Yeah, Maru's putting up a real fight here. Again, with this many zealots, tries to come through, but look at that arc over there from above.
Dude.
Like, what is going on here?
Maru's so much better at fighting. He's doing a fantastic job, and herO is definitely not being very cost efficient, but he just has such a big economy. Maru needs to go kill like 2 bases right now, I think.
Yeah, well, eventually, you know, he broke free. And I think you're right. Now he needs to actually try to capitalize on this and find something on the hero's side of the map and take it out. But the Zealot charge counterattack, by the way, look at how low these bases are, herO's. This is another important thing to know. You know, we're 23 minutes into this game, and Maru's alive, and he's actually killing a base. But the 2 bases that Maru was living off of for a while now, they're almost mined out. So, like, he's running out of position on the map that has any equity.
Man, he kills that 1 Nexus. He's going after this one now. Disruptor comes in, and he gets it. More Disruptors coming, though. The probes come out to fight as well. herO, a little bit of a desperate defense over here. Lifts up. Oh, redrops as a flank comes in. Are you kidding me, Maru?
So, this is insane. He's going to kill that base. And now the roles have reversed, and because herO didn't really take, excuse me, he didn't really take damage for most of this game, at least on his side of the map, he doesn't have a lot of bases that are safe and he can mine from.
But counterattack, though. Maru's economy is really, really weak right now.
Well, it's been a crazy macro game that has resulted in where we're at right now. Bad economies on both sides. And opportunities, not really many here. You know, some of these spots have like 3 barely mineable patches. Oh my God, we missed that one on my shot.
176 Zealots have fallen so far this game. Just got to throw that out there. They just showed that on screen. 176. That is a lot.
Army supplies are pretty close, so a lot of this will come down to execution.
Yeah, there's the disruptors. Got to dodge. Okay, pushing up. That base is not really that worthwhile. Oh, what a pickup. Maru's micro just another level here.
Maru's still making it work. There's not much more juice inside the Metamax. Oh!
If he had killed that disruptor before that disruptor killed him, man, he would have easied this fight.
Yep. What a game. GG at the last second. herO takes it.
Okay, that game, like, herO won that because of a few magical disruptor hits at multiple times in the game because Maru got ahead, then way behind a disruptor, got ahead, and then disruptors saved herO a little bit there at the end. Like, he was mining off, but Maru was closing in. herO was having a hard time fielding an army that could actually fight, and he needed those disruptor hits. You know what? He got him. He wins.
I can't believe what a good game that was. That was one of my favorite games ever, seriously.
That was a very
That was
good
so
game.
good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
When people say things get one-sided in StarCraft 2 and it stays one-sided, show them that game.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for game 2. I don't even care who wins now. That was such a fun one. Berlingrad here for the second map. Again, these two players struggling in this group, so every victory counts. And our map is it's loading up now. What a game that was, man. I can't get over that. That was so fun.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to start the game.
2022 GSL Season 1. Onside Gaming, Maru. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, herO.
Oh, what do you bring out here?
I don't know. I mean, that's a game you could go back and break down like many, many times over. Because there were so many specific moments that were pivotal. And each time the game could have ended, the other side fought back and got back into it.
Yeah.
What's
the
going
Zerg
on
players
here?
watching,
Zergs.
they're like, wow.
Yeah.
We are so glad we
How
don't
do
play
these guys,
this matchup.
how do these races do it without creep, they said.
How does he respond so quickly? Do the pylons give him a speed boost? Wait, so he can't see the whole map?
Yeah.
That's
Well,
weird.
how does he stop the drops when they're coming in?
He's like, wait, how does he see all the dead air? His depots don't float over there? It's like, but wait a minute. If he wants to instantly see somewhere, he does have something that costs 25 minerals that can do it, right?
Now, I'm not sure how much the early game's going to matter right now. We'll see. You know, this could be just as close of a game as the last one. We've got Terran right now getting that factory up and command center. You know, they're both basically expanding. Terran's slightly more conservative in nature just because it's not being built on site. It's going to be floated there in a little bit.
Makes sense, too.
Well, against herO,
here's someone that just can get so aggressive. So Stargate coming up.
And, yeah. Can we have a third CC here, or is that just insane?
No,
is there any kind of... No. Yeah. Down the road?
Yeah, well, I think he'll go 3 racks and then third CC. You know, that's generally how it goes, is like, you can tech up and go 3 racks.
That's cute.
Third CC, or you can go 5 racks, which would be like, okay, we might pull the boys at this point.
Yeah.
But I think earlier than that, like if you go like 1 racks back starport third CC, like even though you have the third CC, you can't even land it until you have like 5 racks up probably at that point, because you're so far behind on unit production, you're really relying on your tech. So I would be really surprised if he tried to move like that against an aggressive player like herO.
Well, these adepts get in, and they're going to start picking off some SCVs. You can see the Widowmine was not placed in a spot. They could have caught that.
You know, he's mixing it up a little bit here. Trying to get some damage. Picks off some of these Marines. That definitely can be helpful for the Oracle. Oh, man. And Maru insta-unburrows.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to drop with that. Is the Oracle going to see it? Yep. It is. Now the question is, did herO actually see it? Yeah. Yeah, send that in right away.
Oh, I think he just started a Viking. Like, I think he canceled whatever the star report was making, because the Oracles did not follow the medevac.
It's a Liberator.
Oh, a Liberator. Okay, that's cool.
Uh-oh. You know, it's funny how that happens sometimes.
I mean, that. I guess he only lost 3 probes, so okay.
Yeah, kind of a funny exchange on both sides of this.
Okay, we'll be able to knock that out. Oh, I like the splitting here. Wants to kill the mines.
Wants to kill a lot of things in this game. Having a hard time doing it. Looks like he has a pretty beautiful closer on this one, though. And, you know, that was a lot lost, actually, with the medevac and the 3 mines to basically get 3 probes and damage a Phoenix.
Now, that Liberator he got. Okay, well, there's 2 Phoenixes, so it can be dealt with reasonably quickly. Honestly, 1 Liberator can do a hell of a lot of damage before 1 Phoenix kills it. It actually takes quite some time, so... But it is still kind of weird seeing the Liberator, right? Definitely not something I was expecting here against the Stargate. Those Adepts, I don't think they're going to get too much.
I don't think there's any mines in here.
Oh,
this is actually rough. And did 3 Adepts come in here? Dude, Phoenix, it's crazy what he can do with these Phoenixes.
But
excuse me.
Maru might actually end up getting more damage.
Yeah.
That Liberator,
look at that.
Like, look, he gets 7 kills, and you got to get something over there to kill it. He brings his Stalkers up finally.
It's a smart move. He knows that, you know, one of the things about herO is he's so active on the map that if you just, like, run into his main and do that, it's going to work.
Yeah, yeah. We see that with the more aggressive Protosses, right? Like, everyone cheeses parting, you know, because his units are going to be on your side of the map, so you may as well put some units on his side of the map. Now,
Maru's going to push out. Is herO going to be weak in this moment? I mean, 3 Cyclones are actually out.
Oh, herO's army is terrible.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, he's got to cancel the Nexus. I mean, the Cyclones are getting a balk on here. Insane. Okay, the Nexus is just going to die then.
Yeah, and he's not going to be able to get away with anything, but I think it doesn't matter. Terran actually might have too much here. Oh, kind of a weird trade, you know?
Yeah, look what's left over. It's like, that's the Terran army, and the Protoss army was those 3 Stalkers. Not a lot left. Yeah, I'm starting to like this a bit for Maru.
Yeah, but let's not forget the position herO was in the last game where it looked so obviously like there was no way he could recover.
He's opened with, like, quick charge here. I mean, his Stargate units are gone.
Yeah.
So he's basically got charge, and he's going towards +2 armor. So that kind of tells us his thinking. Like, he'll probably just go like really a lot of Zealots and hope that Maru screws up.
Hope that Maru moves across the map at the wrong time.
But look at the production tabs. A lot of times you can look at that and be like, oh, one of these guys is healthy and the other is not.
Yeah, when you see Terran, everything is you know, moving, building, making right now.
And for herO, he like doesn't know he needs to bring limes on this voyage.
Yeah. He's gonna get gamer scurvy. So Stim's done. So is +1 weapons for Terran. herO could have some attacks to try to play off here, but I think he's just gonna try to expand instead. He's gonna get Storm here as well. I guess Storm makes sense if, you know, you're not really dealing with Ghosts for the time being. You might as well get something that makes it harder to engage and is good against units that are clumped together.
I think it fits what he's doing because he's going for +2 armor, which means you're only making Zealots. Like, he doesn't even have Blink, right? So it's like, okay, well, you're going to have a lot of gas, so just go Storm because it's better than not spending your gas. Hey, Maru comes down. I mean, you're going to probably have to just cancel this again, right? Well, I guess he didn't cancel last time, but Maru going for the kill. The probes are out. Ready to fight, I guess.
Oh my god, the Storm! Oh no!
That is it.
That is the killing blow, man.
Really?
Denying the most important tech, the tech that was going to let herO last. It's, you know, the next 5 minutes of this game is gone, and so is this natural expansion, and that is going to be it for game 2, as we're tied up 1-1 here.
Yeah, very well done from Maru. The overcharge on the Archons, a nice touch.
Yeah.
But, I mean, not even overcharge an Archons in a Prism is going to stop this arc.
Nothing dying in this fight, oddly. He's going to come in again. But again, without any overcharge here, it's hard to keep those Archons alive. GG, Maru fights back, and now we're tied up 1-1.
Well, he's got to show he can take a map off everyone. That's an important lesson here.
He's at least consistent. We know that.
See a little smirk on his face. It's like, oh, another 1-2 is coming my way.
Yeah.
Most successful GSL player of all time. Having a hard time here in the round of 10.
Against everybody else in a round of 10 group round robin.
Mouth full of water, but heart empty of dreams.
Wow.
Maru will not be winning his 5th GSL this season.
It does not seem like it. And, you know, it's funny to see these two guys who are so good, and you see it in the games we're watching right now, not bring the results of God, Emperor, Creator.
Yeah.
So we're going to end this on Glittering Ashes and see who's going to take it. Again, guys, it's round robin, so every win is a point in the round robin group. This is not your standard GSL code.s the round of 16 format here. We've changed the whole system. All right, game 3, Maru vs. herO. Let's go.
2022 GSL Season 1. Onside Gaming, Maru. Dragon Phoenix Gaming, herO.
Great games so far tonight.
I gotta mention, by the way, right, like this new format, round of 10 does not feel like round of 8, right? Like if Maru loses in a regular code.s in round of 8, you're like, okay. You know, that happens, absolutely.
Yeah, it's unexpected, but like that's possible, sure.
Yeah, he's not top 4 every season.
Yeah.
You know. But losing in round of 10 definitely feels worse, doesn't it? And not just because there's 10 players, but I don't know. I think it has to do with the round robin system where it's like, oh, you were the weakest.
Well, I think
weird.
it's also that you're so definitively the weakest because you played everybody and you actually did the worst, where it's like, whoa.
Yeah, round of 8, like, let's say you lose to Zest or something. You're like, yeah, I mean, it's Zest. You know,
Yeah.
he's going to beat everyone sometimes. That's how it goes.
Or we have some Maru Rogue pairing where it's like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
that's, you know.
That's
like,
unfortunate.
That was going to happen if we have this many GSLs, but
Yeah.
okay, yeah, round of 8. It's not like you guys couldn't get out of a group in the round of 16
exactly.
or.
But yeah, you're right.
Whatever.
It's still a group stage, so it's it's a different feel for sure. I
Well,
think.
you know,
a more disappointing than the round of 8 elimination for sure. I'm feeling.
but also I think a more telling one as well. Like a round robin, you really just see exactly where everybody's at. It's like completely clear.
So you're saying Creator was the best all along?
He
It's
was the
He was
best.
unlucky that our format didn't fit his skill
Our
set.
stupid format is out, and now we are doing it.
By the way, this
Did
is
he-
a
did-
proxy Stargate build.
Yeah.
So
Rays of the Void.
I think it's going to be Void Ray. I mean,
Oh, look at this. He didn't eBay. He's like, yeah, try to expand now. Uh-oh. Dude, it's so funny.
yeah.
You could just map the pathing so well. You're like, no, they just won't go here. It's okay.
Add-on
Well, he thinks it's
complete.
elsewhere. And that's unfortunate because that's the closest location that he didn't scout, right?
And then he sees the Nexus there. Oh, Oracle. I'm sorry. No Void Rays?
Okay. I mean, I guess you could go Voids after the Oracle, but when it's close like this, yeah, I mean, the Oracle, sometimes you get in and get sick damage.
Cyclone coming. Get ready for that lock on.
Oh, I'm ready for it. I love it when the Cyclone walks on and then follows the unit.
My favorite is when I see the Cyclone lock onto something and run away from it, and the other unit runs away, and the Cyclone still kills it. I'm like, yeah, dude. I like do a fist pump every time. I'm like, I love this unit.
So funny.
Like, people are playing so fast and messing up. It's like the Cyclone's like, don't worry, I will attack no matter what at distances that nothing in the game has ever seen.
Yeah, this Cyclone, remember when it came out, it was so much better too.
Yeah.
When Legacy of the Void first had its like test phase at BlizzCon, and we all got to go play
Oh,
it,
yeah.
I played against Day9 and I was
I was
Protoss.
playing Apollo, and it was the same
Yeah.
thing. I was next to you. I was playing Apollo, you were playing Dana, and we were both losing to Cyclones.
Yeah, like I made disruptions. I'm like, oh, this stuff's broke. I'm like blowing all this stuff up, and then the Cyclone lock-on started.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Maru knows that wasn't.
That Reaper was Artos' brother.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh. And that Adept was our mom.
Oh my god.
Diving on top of that Cyclone.
That was
Oh
one
my
for
God.
the Cyclone haters out there.
And all the Oracles get away.
Yeah.
They're pretty damaged though.
I mean, that was an Ocean's 11 level heist right there. Getting in and getting out in that.
Oh, missing the kills here. Gonna try to shade out. Nice micro. Getting what he can. Oracles coming back in. Alright, loses one. He's actually not getting that much damage. He got like an SCV and a Marine. And now the Cyclone is going to get another one. Alright, so 2 Oracles fall there. I think he's probably just going to save this other one for some tagging. Want that for its scouting capability. Third Nexus is coming up at the natural.
And, I mean, it's been a successful opening here for herO. But that doesn't always matter against Maru. I mean, he's pretty good at, you know,
Yeah,
lasting.
I don't think he's dead or anything,
No.
right?
And Stim's going to be done.
Here it comes.
But is he going to move out?
Well, I think you're waiting for combat shields +1 probably before a full move out.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense, especially against herO. He's always got tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah. Third command center gets started. A couple medevacs coming out. As these medevacs pop, I think he can start pushing these units back. Maybe get down there, get rid of that Stargate pylon. You definitely don't want the potential Zealot war pins or Adept war pins from there. Ah, 4 gates, +1 charge, and a prison. 5 gates even, all right.
Nice snipe, takes that out and keeps the Oracle. herO, just the best micro in the business, man. It's crazy.
It's quite good, but I think Maru's is even better. I mean, that was obviously a very good move against the Cyclone, but when you think back to game 1 that they had, it really felt like Maru was out microing him. I mean, the disruptor clicks were great, but like Maru's spreading like 4 groups on different sides to dodge them, I think is better.
Okay. Maru gonna begin inching out here. Obviously the observer sees this. Well, scan, sorry, they're tagged anyways. What am I talking about? And he's gonna set up the Warp Prism to try to come in and drop and, you know, try to see what he can draw away. But it's only half of the army. I mean, Maru's pretty much set up perfectly.
Oh, dude, he knows this is coming. He's so ready for it.
Yeah, and I mean, he just punishes that so easily. And, you know, it shows like a smart player versus a smart player in a moment like that where it's like, well, I'll come out with some of my stuff. And everybody, even at the highest level, is like, well, now it's time to send the Warp Prism out. I've got 3 bases, you're on 2, let's slow you down. But then he had to set up to catch that.
Yeah, like you have to test, and you probably should expect there to be something there, but when there's not, huge damage. A Viking is being made to help chase that Prism away. Love the Immortals. Second Robo, and that support bay coming up.
And I guess nobody's really going to be taking a lead in any way here. You know, a little bit of an exciting start for herO, but already, you know, Maru's back in this. He's playing comfortably.
Yeah, and he looks good. I like his consistent siege tank production. That's going to help him kind of fortify against herO's pokes that he loves to do. But I do like herO's position a little bit better, honestly. Like, you notice that Maru is not getting that supply advantage you normally see at this point, right? Like, normally right around, well, maybe a minute ago, Terran will generally pop up in supply a little bit and be able to put some pressure on. That didn't really happen this game. Maru's still got good stuff, right? He's getting his enhanced shockwaves. Here comes the second eBay and everything. But if Maru wins this game, well, I mean, herO attacks a lot, so you can absorb an army and then do a counter, but if, well, that's probably what's going to happen, right? Like, herO's going to attack. This is not the guy that will sit back like we see from really great Trap or Creator now games.
Yeah.
Where, you know,
herO's like, it's time to come out and be on the move.
Yeah, but he looks down, he's like, whoa, that's a lot of charge lots, let's go. He's like, whoa, how did I get that many? This is crazy, he can't hold this, right? And he goes.
But it seems like Maru's like literally adapted to this in the series as well.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, he's gonna be a, you know, he's gonna try to engage, and you know, Terran have always been good if they just stay back and turtle, and that's what we're gonna see from him here now. By the way, the pylons covering the map are pretty crazy. You look closely.
He's done fantastically with that, you're definitely right. Oh, a big Warpin in the main. I don't think this is really that impactful, though.
He does take out that tank, but again, I feel like a bit of an overextension here for herO. He's trying to force a situation that I think isn't exactly appropriate given the circumstances of the game. Like, Terran's on 3 bases. Take a 5th, man. You've already got a 4th.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to attack into tanks and ghosts and everything. And
well, especially when you play this type of worker count as herO.
Yeah.
What I like about his play, there's 2 competing things. Number 1, he's super active. Number 2, he makes huge economies, right? But if you're making huge economies and then attacking with gateway units, like, you're not going to win that many battles because gateway units, you really need like overwhelming amounts, right?
Yeah.
But when you're sitting there on 90 probes, your army is not that big. I feel like if he did more poking and continued to build the tech, like, I mean, we see consistent macro. Well, we're seeing the consistent disruptor production.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just if you're just making lots of gateway units and you keep going, like Maru will absorb all those forever.
It's funny too. 6 really is the number for herO for disruptors.
6 is pretty damn good.
Yeah. That's the Goldilocks number of disruptors.
I don't know, too. I think 10 is,
10 is
really
no,
great.
these disruptors are too hot.
But yeah, I would like to see him like adding some Colossus, for instance. He's going carrier. Okay, cool. Scan sees exactly what's up.
Carriers are good, but they're going to take a little while to kind of build themselves into the game. Okay, another attack in. He chucks the disruptors, and it's not really that strong. Dude, he's so good at dodging, it's insane.
Yeah. It is pretty awesome. So they're both maxed. A Thor is being made. Okay, cool. Cool. I mean, I guess that's like to help against the carriers. Lots of turrets being made as well. Quite a few racks being added.
And
It's
again,
really interesting watching this.
Well, yeah, it's like herO is, I guess, not playing his role, like traditionally here in the matchup of kind of staying back. And there's a reason why we don't see Protosses do this, and it's because it's hard to find any ground. You know what I mean? It's hard to find like an area where you're like, oh, I see what I can do here. You know, because it's siege tanks and ghosts, and it's, you know.
Yeah.
How are you going to get in there and do that? So he's eating a lot of these shots. I guess it's okay if carriers are being made because you can bleed off a little bit of supply and swap that in with something else. But now Terran's taking a 5th base. We're starting to run out of map here for both sides.
He's getting a fusion core as well. And I'm honestly not entirely sure if he's trying to go into Liberator range or he's actually thinking about Battlecruiser here. Because his economy is getting very big, and if he's going to have to play against carrier, I mean, Battlecruisers are pretty damn good, so could be. Now, the Tempest upgrade, I love to see it. I was going to mention that I believe it was actually Trap when he was really coming up with really, really, really strong PVT. He was actually utilizing like Blink Disruptor Tempest at one point. But look at this, it's a huge attack coming in. And does get forced back. You notice the interceptors die so quickly.
Yeah, but there is, you know, something too. The interceptor's coming out because it draws a lot of the shots away from everything else. But immediately the supply's filled back in. Ghost cloaking is almost done.
More Thors being pumped out, by the way.
Oh, those disruptor hits were good.
Yeah, that was insane.
Those are the ones we were looking for.
Oh,
the
boy.
planetary lives, though. A lot of units are picked off as they retreat.
Yeah. Another Robo just came up. The more Thors that are added, disruptors are pretty good against Thors. You can't really dodge.
No, you literally can't dodge.
And I mean, they're a big target, so it's not very hard to hit, and it's a big chunk of damage with the big Thor armor doesn't care about. I mean, it doesn't help against, rather. It certainly cares about it. So I'm a little bit nervous about the Thor call, but excited to see how it goes as well. Like,
yeah.
I think the Thor is a cool unit, you know? Like, I like big robots, and I want to see it do well. It's just, I feel like whoever makes a lot of Thors doesn't win. You know?
Yeah, well, it doesn't seem to extend itself into an advantage in attacking, right? It's like, I'm not going to die with these, maybe, but...
Kind of, yeah. They're so clunky and everything. Oh my god. Not sure if more Zealots or Ghosts died to those disruptor hits.
I have no idea what's going on underneath this mess of health bars, but it looks like, you know, things are starting to get whittled down here. I mean, the last Thor...
Well, Thor is doing a pretty darn good job tanking everything, too. You know, the high armor going to do well against these interceptors. Damage output good as well.
He did break the position, you know.
Yeah. The disruptors are really making this difficult, I think.
And he's just going to pull back. He's going to make a lot more interceptors. And I do think there's some vulnerability right now for Maru the next minute or two. I mean, his bottom base could just be attacked again.
herO is taking all the nexuses to the bottom right.
Yeah, I mean, herO always a step ahead. Maru in the process of rebuilding, trying to set up this position again. I think momentarily we're going to have herO attack in. I mean, he should have all his interceptors done by now. So
yeah, he's got a lot.
Right? Yeah, I mean, he's just going to come out again.
Okay, the Liberators, you know what? The Liberators, oh, I see what's going on here. Okay, look at this combination. Oh, Archon's being added, and that's fascinating. I don't think that's going to be good, though. So the Liberators, with their range, can zone out the Disruptors very well. And how do you target those down? Well, the Carriers are going to be what you need to use to target them down, but
the Thors
Maru,
are hitting the Interceptors?
Yeah, between those, and also he's cut out Marauders, and he's mostly on Marines now. So Marine DPS is high enough that you can gun down Interceptors very quickly, so it's actually pretty hard to pick those off. He has enough Carriers, he can still pick them off, I think, but I kind of like the overall idea.
He's going to come in now. Again, the Disruptors are going to come forward here. Those first couple shots do come out. They do connect. Interceptor's going to come right back over here. How much more sustain are they going to have? Looks like both the Thors are eliminated. Just Marines now. But nothing here on the ground for code.s.
More coming in. And the the Interceptors are mostly gone, see? So he does end up blowing them up really, really well. Now he's going into Tempest, so I think that is going to probably help him out. But look at his army. His army is like only Carriers and Disruptors. Adding a few High Templars in.
So he's just going to stay back.
Maru needs a few Ultras in here to push back that ground army.
Okay, the Zealots drive these SCVs away, but again, Maru just drinking in the resources of 5 bases. Although I do think there's going to be some problems for Terran later on when you do have to expand closer to the middle here. I think there's a lot of ways for code.s to punish. I'm talking Disruptors, Carriers, Psystorm, Tempest. I mean, there's so many different ways to use that.
Yeah. By the way, the sensor towers, I think, are helping out so much. He's able to actually react to things before they hit. Like, look, he just gets into position here, scans, sees exactly what he's dealing with. Those Zealot harassments, though, it's hard. He's having a hard time even getting a planetary to finish up here.
Okay, another moment where these Disruptor shots are going to come in. A few more in here would be huge. Oh, that's so insane looking with Storm and Disruptor shots coming out. That can't be the right army to have at this moment. That can't be correct.
It's a lot of splash damage, and definitely
a lot of overlap there.
Yeah, whatever the Disruptor ball hits, the Storm had no real impact unless it's a Thor, I guess.
Well, he's not really making a crack in here, is he? The Tempest might be a different story, though.
Yeah, I mean... Oh, there's... Well, he's getting his EMPs off, but, I mean, once you get him off, that's it. Vikings getting added in now. PT Blink on the way. An Oracle coming out. That's obviously always a good choice.
Yeah, might as well start tagging the army.
Yeah.
Nice Storms.
Yeah, out come the Vikings now, helping as well. Maru is just very efficient. He's trying to set up his little shield battery wall now. Not going to let that happen. At least Maru has a good idea. That's what he wants to do. Oh my god. It's DT Blink time, boys.
Maru trying to fight back. Kiting with the Tempest is so strong, though. And there's one turret way back over here. Good reaction from Maru.
Yeah.
Just immediately sees that.
This is a crazy game, Tasteless.
Well, I mean, we've gone into like such an epic game that it's insane. We're at 21 minutes and 30 seconds ish.
We're getting back into some gateway units too. He just made a group of stalkers here.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, is that just to support the army, or is he going to try some more mobility with that? No, it's supporting the army. Okay. Maybe because he saw the Vikings mixed in there. Look at this. He comes in from the other angle.
That's so funny. He's going to try to gun this down before it can be repaired, and he does succeed.
I like the double planetary, though. That's kind of cool. Storm's going down. The Thor's doing some work here. A lot more Stalkers. A lot of EMPs going down.
And he just blinks in, and suddenly the Stalkers are the great late game unit.
Yeah, well, there's not that much bio, really. It's like Ghost Thor at this point.
Yeah. He fills the supply back in.
I think Maru's supposed to turn around now.
Yeah.
There's no way hero's not going to kill this army.
Literally just zealots are going to kill that.
Yeah. He might have overstayed his welcome just slightly. Okay, he picks up, gets out of here. Back to his tank.
So we've got herO. He's branched all the way into the bottom right.
Yeah.
For Terran to match this, the Terran have to branch into the top left.
I think herO needs to branch in the top left because I think Maru's being more efficient than him at this point.
I agree. I think he's being a lot more efficient. I don't know about these little zealot counters, but I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think that those are doing as well as herO thinks they are.
Yeah. Well, also, I think he didn't realize that this other position had been taken. I guess slowing this down, man, if you can just force, you know,
well, maybe
activity at the top left. Yeah, they're doing actually way better, you know.
Yeah, the first couple weren't as good, it felt like, but this one's good. A nice scan and snipes. Clears that out pretty well. I wonder if you could just build depots around one of these planetaries. Probably not. You have to have them down on one side, they just blink there.
We talked about this before, but I feel like the play is to have an orbital where they're mining from and then have planetaries around that. So that when the zealots come, you just lift off and then fight the planetaries.
Yeah, I like that. Wow. Just mangling those Tempests. The Tempests all gone. Now it's just a gateway army with a Disruptor in it. A couple of Mortals as well. Mortals, of course, will do well against those Thors.
This is such an insane game here.
Oh my god. The meat grinder.
Well, he's going to micro the Thors away with a Medivacs.
Yeah, and it
so
works.
Funny,
Look how low they are. Oh my god. herO, you got to chase. What?
Oh! I'm like, oh my god. Like, the Thors can burn down. They're like buildings.
Yes.
I just learned the Thors can burn.
Like, how did I know that? Oh no! I've
been casting for over 10 years. Where are we at in this game? This is such a crazy one.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you know, Maru's holding off, but I feel like, you know,
herO's taking top left.
Yeah, and herO's also really stopping mining on these bases.
Yeah. I'm not sure what his mineral patches look like everywhere, but he's been sitting on 90 workers forever. More disruptors coming out.
Okay, these compositions have been so strange. Now we're back into that Stalker, Disruptor comp that really kind of started this whole series off.
Look at this. Oh my god, look at these numbers. 16 disruptors, 18 DTs. 111 zealots. Look at his army right now. 90 probes, 20 plus zealots, 15 stalker. I don't think you're supposed to be able to beat any Terran army with this.
Yeah, well also, okay, I think herO just fell apart.
Yeah. He's got a huge amount of income still, but like,
that was really
again,
bad.
If you have 90 probes and you start attacking your opponent with gateway units, it's like you're using tier 1 and 1.5 units against Maru's combined force of everything.
Yeah. Well, now Maru's going to start cleaning up, but the DTs are still a menace over here.
Yeah. There's a lot for Maru to clean up as well. Oh man, DT's mixing this up as well.
Nukes coming down here.
What an efficient way to get rid of one of the bases.
I'm sorry, but Maru's income, yeah, I guess his income is fine.
Yeah, yeah, he's doing all right. All right, so Maru has cleaned the right-hand side of the map. herO has a 93 supply. That's not so hot. He's out of gas. I think he was just a bit too wasteful, Tasteless. Like, I think he was in a good position a couple times here. But I think you need to keep rebuilding tech units. That's how you're getting your value.
Well, it just seems like there's moments where herO has either too many tier 1 units or too many tech units. Where it's like just disruptors and carriers, and it's like, well, that's cool, man, but if any of these units get singled out, they die.
Ooh. Maru going hard right now. Not letting any disruptors hit their shots. And that's going to be it. Maru wins a match!
Maru wins games,
upset.
He's back. Huge upset.
What's Creator going to say about this?
Yeah. While those games are going on, I saw Creator walk into the studio. He was looking like a guy who's 3-0 in his group, man. Yeah. I just got one more to go. 4-0. All right, well, that was a fun series to watch. That was a long one, too.
Oh, yeah. No, that was a very long last game there. That was a great game, though. I enjoyed that series overall.
Yeah, me too.
It was a fun one. herO always putting out some interesting games. Be a bit too wasteful there at the end.
So we have the final match. Actually, let's go to the interview first. But I think what's left, Dark Creator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Interview time, guys.
Right, round of 10, Group B, match 9. It was Maru against herO, and Maru has just won. Congratulations, Maru. Thank you. And Maru, you've secured your elimination for this season. How unfortunate. How do you feel? Well, not really that happy, but I feel kind of sorry. And maybe you should you should tell DRG to treat you to some meal before he goes back to Busan, because you gave him another chance just now. And herO had a lot of carriers, but you managed to defend through that. So how did you provide a counterplay to that? Well, I start off the back foot, and I try to stall out the game until I could make a counterplay. Well, looking back, Maru used to play against Dark in a very long game. So which match are you most disappointed with? Well, I'm disappointed with every match this season. I think I could have won the game, I could have won the matches had I focused, but my decision making was not good, and it was kind of poor. But Maru, you did not give up until the very end. You showed your tenacity until the very end. So you will have to look forward to the next season of GSL. So before you go, anything you want to say? Well, I joined a new team, Onsite Gaming. I really wanted to do well, so I'm kind of sorry. For next season, I'll try to prepare well and try to put on a better performance than this season. Right, we look forward to your season 2, Maru. Thank you. Right, with this, match 9 has just concluded, and we have one match left, which is going to be the highlight of tonight. It is Creator versus Dark.